Hello everyone, this is Ashish Seni from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with a very interesting topic for you guys to learn and understand. And this time we are going to learn about the Rasa chatbot with a new concept. And that new concept is that this time we will be introducing QR code scanner, and that we will be generating for the website where I will be having my chatbot already deployed. So this is what exactly I will be doing is we will generate a QR code, and when I will scan that QR code, you will be redirected to the other website, and that website will be where you have your Rasa chatbot already deployed. So this is what exactly we will be doing today in our today's session. Now let's understand what exactly this QR code is and how we can introduce that with the Rasa chatbot. So now let's not waste time and let's straightforward go to the project. So let's get started. Alright, so now in this session what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a very new project. So right now you can see I don't have anything into this project, and right now I have given the project name as QR scanner bot. So in short, we will be having a bot that we will be linking over here. So this is what I'm having right now, and to do that, what exactly first of all I have to do is I need to install about the QR code scanner. So firstly, before installing that, let me tell you what exactly QR code scanner is. So the QR code scanner are simply like you can say the authentication, you can say that is the ID for everything that can be generated based on the QR code scanner. For example, if I'm talking about a mobile number, or let's say if we are talking about a normal payment service, in there what we have a QR code scanner. For example, for the phone pay, for the Google Pay, for the Paytm, so there what we have a QR code scanner, and we are using that QR code scanner to make the payments. So in the same way, right now what we will do is we will generate a QR code, and this time we will generate that QR code for the website, and that website will be where I already have my chatbot deployed. So this is the concept that I will be using, and that is known as the QR code. And right now what next we have to do is we have to link that QR code to the Rasa chatbot, right? So right now you know that what is QR code, and I think now you have got a concept, or let's say you have got an idea what exactly QR code is, just because you have already used that in your real day-to-day life. So that's what we all have already seen, and now let's understand the next thing is that how we are gonna link that to the Rasa chatbot. So for that, the first thing is that we will be first of all installing few packages that we need over here to link your Rasa chatbot to create a QR code scanner and to further make the final product. So for that, firstly, just go to the terminal, and inside the terminal you have to write this command: pip install OpenCV Python. Means we require to install Python OpenCV, right? So you need to install that, plus you need to install QR code and NumPy. It's up to you whether you want to install it or no, because for the Rasa chatbot, inside that we have all the dependencies, and with that dependencies your NumPy will already be installed. So if you want to install, you can install it, otherwise you can leave it, right? So it's about that. Now you have to install these three packages: OpenCV, QR code and NumPy. So we will be using that to install that thing, and accordingly we will be able to further create the QR code, right? So let me just install it first of all. All right, so all the packages are already installed, so it's everything there, and we have set up everything successfully. Now the next thing is that now we have to create a program, or let's say we have to write a first program through which we will be linking it to some website, right? So for that, firstly let's do one thing. Let me create a new Python script. Let's say it's the main file, main.py. Now over here, what next we have to do is we have to use this QR code. So first of all, let's do one thing. Let's type QR code and let's see whether it's installed or no. Right now I don't see any red line over here, so that means it's installed successfully and we can further write the code for it, right? So this is what we have done. Now the next thing is that first of all we have to provide a data, or let's say we have to provide a website where we want to be redirected if in case I will scan the QR code, right? So for that, let's do one thing. Let's say website, and right now I will provide my official website. So www.innovationyourself.com, right? So I have the website and I have provided the data over here, right? Now the next thing is that you have provided the data. Now the next thing is that you have to provide the file name. And what file name I'm talking about? I'm talking about a file name with which, or let's say in which, I will be having my QR code, because right now what exactly we are doing is we are just generating a QR code, so that whenever I will scan that QR code, I will be able to redirect to this website which I have provided. In the same way, currently I'm showing you, let's say I'm adding this website just for the demonstration purpose, but when we will deploy the Rasa chatbot, or let's say when we will be linking it to the Rasa chatbot, we will provide the website to that particular website, right? So this is what we will be doing right now, right? So this is what we have done. Now let's write the file name as well. Let's say file name, and just write the file name as, let's say, site.png. So I want the data to be in the PNG format, so that's why I'm writing it over here. So in this format you will get the output, right? Or let's say output of your QR code. So this is what I have. Now after that, it's time for us to make the QR code scanner, right? So for that, let's do one thing. Let's do a very quick thing, and that is, let's say, img. Let's say I am going to create an object, and that object will be created based on the QR code, right? So QR code, sorry, it's QR tool, QR code dot, and here is one method which is make. So just call it, and inside that you have to provide the data. What is the data? The data is website, because I want to make a QR code for this website. So this is what I will be doing right now, right? Now this is what I have done. Now finally this will make a QR code for you, and the last step is that you have to save that QR code. So let me do one thing. Let me save it, img dot save. And what will be the name for that file? So the name will be file name, right? So I have already saved the name over here, right? So in this way I have this final thing. Now this was a very small code which will generate a QR code for you. You have the QR code scanner, and after that you can do that thing, right? So let me go over here and let me create it. First of all, let me say python main.py, and now press enter. Now over here you can see I have all these things and everything is set up. In fact, you can see you don't get any error over here, so that means everything is successfully done. Now let's go in here, and you will notice that there is one file which is site.png, which I have added inside in the code that I will be generating. Now let's click on it, and you will get a QR code over here, right? So now you have the QR code over here. Now the next thing that we have to do is that we have to first of all check that whether we can do this or no, or let's say whether we can access this QR code or no, right? And to do that, what next I will be doing right now is that I will be opening my application on my smartphone, right? And in that smartphone we have multiple applications where you have the QR code scanner, so you can directly use them. So you have multiple applications for that. You have PhonePe, you have Google Pay, you have Paytm, so you have so many things, right? So whichever you want, you can use that, and accordingly you can do rest of the things, right? So let me show you how I will be doing it. All right, so let's go in here, and you can see there is one option, Paytm. So just click on that. So right now I will be using Paytm for that, and over here you can see this is my code, and here is the scanner. So when I will scan it, you can see it is redirecting me to that website, and that website is what? Innovate Yourself. So this is my official website where you will get all the blogs which I write over here, right? So you can see and you can study them. So in the same way, you have seen that how we have easily generated this access token, or let's say we have generated this QR code which you can scan, and you can accordingly get the data, or let's say you can accordingly redirect to some different website. So this is what exactly we have done. Now the next thing is that right now I have created this for some website, and that website was my website, but I don't have my chatbot deployed over there. So right now the next thing is that I have to first of all set up my chatbot, and I have to set up a website where my chatbot will be deployed, so that finally I can generate a token, or let's say finally I can create a QR code for that, and accordingly I can talk to the bot based on this, right? So let me just do it very quickly for you so that we can show you. So let me do one thing. First of all, let me create the chatbot, and let me set up everything, right? All right, so now you can see that I have everything set up. So over here my Rasa chatbot is up and running. In the same way over here my Flask application is up and running, which is making my website active and alive on some website, or let's say onto some API. So currently I have this API for that, right? But right now we are running it locally, and we definitely don't have to run it locally, because now I will not be accessing it from my website, or let's say from my laptop. Instead, I will be opening it through my mobile phone. So first of all, I have to make it accessible, because with this local host it will not be accessible. So to make it accessible, what exactly I have to do is, I have to first of all just type ifconfig. If you are using a Windows system, then you have to use ipconfig, but for the like Linux user or the Mac user, you have to use ifconfig. So just press enter, and over here just search for the IP address, right? So currently I am connected to my Wi-Fi. So for my Wi-Fi, you have this IP, or let's say I have this let's say IP address. So I have to copy this, and I have to go in here. First of all, I have to add it to the index.html, which is the home page, right? And I am adding it through socket.io. So I have already added everything. Like over here you can see I have added the credentials for socket.io, and in index.html also I have added the script, which I will be running through the Flask application. So I have added that. Now similarly, this is my website, or let's say this is a small Flask application just to open the web page, right? So this is what I have done. Now everything is set up, this is running, everything is running. Now the last thing that I have to do is that I have to go in here, because right now I don't have a website. Instead I have an IP address, and that IP address is for this, because my Flask application is going to generate an API, and that API is the one which I want to be redirected to. So this is what I want to do. So for that, just type like this, http:// write the IP address. IP address is this, colon, what is the port number? Port number is 5000, right? And accordingly, over here, if you will notice, inside website_app, you will see like this slash. That means on the home page only I'm having this. If you want to change it, you can change it, and accordingly you have to change it here as well, right? So now let's do one thing. Let's run this application again to generate a new code, right? So let me type it, let's say Python and main. Now you can see a new QR code has been generated. So this is a new QR code. Now let's do one thing. Let's try it again, and let's start the process again. Let's scan the QR code again, and let's see what will happen. So now let me go back to the Paytm or any application where I can scan it. Now click on scan any QR. Now I'm going in here. Okay, so let's go to the Paytm again, and just click on scan any QR, and let's try it. Okay, I think there was some fault, and that fault is I have only added this let's say IP address for my main.py, but I forgot to add it inside my website_app, which is for the Flask application. So firstly I have to add it there. So let me do one thing. Let me first go to website_app, and in here you have to type it. Just put a comma, and in here just check host. So this is the host, so I have to specify it. Let's say the host is this, and just pass it here, put a comma, and port number also you can specify, because you already know what is the port number. So the port number is 5000, right? Now save it. Now I have started this application in the debug mode, so that's the reason it's updating it. Now let me try it once again, right? So let me run it once again, and let me try it once again, right? Okay, it's done. Now open site.png. Now let's go back and scan it again. All right, so now let's go back to the Paytm, and let's scan the QR code again. So let me scan it again. All right, so now can you see I am onto some website, and currently I haven't added any of the other data. So that's why you can see on the bottom right side, you will see that there is the web chat icon. So can you see web chat icon? Just click on this. So now you will see that you have the first message, hey, how are you? So let me type, I'm sad, for example. So can you see? Here is something to cheer you up. Did that help? Let's say yes, that helped. Great, carry on. So can you see, in this way what we have done is we have simply created a QR code scanner, plus how we have linked the QR code scanner to the Rasa chatbot so that we can open the Rasa chatbot onto some website after scanning the QR code. So in this way we can do the authentication process, or let's say we can add a little bit security to the Rasa chatbot. Like in the previous session I have shown like how you can do it with the OAuth, and this time I have shown you that how you can do the security part for your Rasa chatbot with the QR code scanner. So in this way you can make the QR code and you can further scan it. So that is all about the QR code scanner, and I hope you have got a proper understanding for that. But still, if you are facing any difficulties in understanding this topic, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. And also, if you have any feedback or suggestion for us, also feel free to leave a comment below as well. And if you have liked this video, do click on the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do click on the subscribe button so that you do not miss any videos from our channel. So till then, bye bye and happy learning.